Hello, beautiful people. This is Chris Maddox. I am the founder of the Wild Woman Project and Wild Woman Fest, and I'm speaking to you today because I always speak to you at new moon time, and the new moon is upon us. The new moon comes on December 29th, 2016, and ushers in a new moon cycle which will last us through January 26th. So, new moon time is an excellent time to do like the moon does at new moon time and retreat. So you won't see the moon in the sky on that day. And that's a little bit of a cue to retreat, to draw the curtains back and to make some space to actually listen inward. And so that's sort of the invitation for you today, is to listen inward. And here at the Wild Woman Project, we have a new theme each and every cycle that we usher in on the new moon. And the theme is inspired by the astrological placement of that particular new moon. So this new moon is the new moon in Capricorn. Capricorn is the final earth sign, sort of considered the elders, one of the elders of the zodiac. And it's ruled by Saturn, the planet of structure, stability, and sort of a stern quality to it. And the theme that we're going to be looking at is the theme of mastery. Mastery. So the pursuit of excellence in a particular something. So for each of us, this is going to look very different. The first question you want to ask yourself on this new moon is is there an area of my life where I really want to become masterful? It can be anything, any area of your life. It could be being masterful at being a mother, being masterful at being an entrepreneur or an artist. The list goes on. So that is a really important question to ask yourself today on this new moon time. Where do I wish to become more masterful? And, each of the archetypes in the zodiac, those 12 major archetypes, has different teachings. They embody a different thing, different areas of ourselves, our own psyches, different areas of worldly life. And when we're talking about Capricorn, which will really set the new moon in Capricorn will set the tone for the cycle, we ask questions about, life on Earth. Capricorn is known for their ambitious kind of building nature. So this is a great cycle in which to really sort of delve into, what am I building in my life? And who am I becoming as I build this? In so many ways, what we make makes us. What we create creates us. So it's not so much about mastery, when we're talking about the cultivation of mastery for any external gain. That may come. There may be external gain as you become more masterful. But there's a deeper piece to this puzzle, which is, who do we become as we step on the path of mastery? And, mastery requires of us so many things that are so important in so many areas of our life, like the willingness to show up and practice. Takes a lot of discipline to roll up your sleeves and get your hands dirty in whatever that field is, and to make your mistakes and to stumble and to learn from those mistakes and the times where you stumble and you scrape up your knees. Every time you get up from a scenario like that, there's so much you will have learned, so in so many ways, Capricorn is no joke. It's kind of asking us, it's a very direct sign. If you ever speak to somebody with strong Capricorn placements, there is a kind of dry, no BS, direct quality to their being, it's really refreshing, because there's a truth to that. It's kind of almost like a no frills kind of thing, and it's just one of the finest qualities of that earth energy, which is just a kind of simple truth. So as you move through this cycle, and as we do so together, right? So we're going to be exploring these themes, this theme of mastery, and the international network of Wild Woman Project circles that you are absolutely welcome to join in. I'll put links below this video so you can find a circle near you. It's a theme that we are going to explore in the New Moon Companion, which is a digital download of a talk with me and a meditation that I'll guide you in, and some intention setting around this theme. We're going to look at together on this new moon and throughout the cycle ahead, we're going to say, how can I step into my mastery? Because the really important piece of this, there's always a dimension to anything that we do as human beings that is deeply personal. So your sense of mastery and your desire around that is very personal to your own being. And then there's the place that you have in that pursuit in the collective, and how that's affecting the world. So as each of us are asking this deep question, how can I become more masterful? And then we're taking the steps toward mastery. What that's doing is bringing forth a level of being in our humanity and being on earth together that is, elevating. And it's a time where elevation is very much needed in a kind of dire way. Like, it's not the time. I think we can all agree, just sort of looking at the world collectively, and we have the ability to do so now in the year 2016, almost 2017, to really look around the world and say, okay, how do I make a difference in the urgent situation that we have on earth here, where everyone is needed. No one is meant to sit back and do nothing and meant to be passive. No, 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 no. It's part of being here on the earth plane, being here in earth school, that we show up and we listen. Oh man, I have this deep desire to do something in the world and to become masterful at that thing. Well, if each of us is doing that, what does the world become? If each person is stepping into their mastery and committing themselves to that kind of discipline and allowing themselves to be ambitious in their lives, that is a kind of collective energy I think that we can all use. And it's a time where, it is very easy and understandable to slip into overwhelm. Oh my gosh, there's so much going on in the world. I want to be of service. Where do I help? And I really, really, really believe, and I'm not the only one, that the healing that we're looking for, the revolution that we're all craving, whatever way, is really embedded into our own being. And it's not something that one person is going to do or one person is going to lead, but in fact, it is each person recognizing that there is a dimension to them, that inner guidance, whatever that mystery is to you, that wisdom within yourself that needs to come forward. That we're recognizing this collectively, that there's something more, there's something deeper here. So in your pursuit of mastery, allow yourself to ask that question, where do I wish to become masterful, from the deepest possible place inside of yourself? Because we need you. And we need us all. So this is our theme for the month here at the Wild Woman Project. We're going to be exploring all of the dimensions of mastery. So you can start in a Wild Woman Project circle, where you'll have an experience of this that's really juicy, and you'll be with members of your own community. Or if you don't have a circle near you, or you can't make your circle, you can download the New Moon Companion and go deep within yourself. So that's the whole idea, so that you'll leave either of these experiences with a very clear intention for the cycle ahead. And then throughout this month, here at the Wild Woman Project, we're going to be offering up posts, and on our social media, we'll have a Wild Woman School around full moon time to just help you, to help us all to sort of like roll up our sleeves and get passionate and get disciplined and attempt mastery. Because why not? We're here anyway. So if that seems interesting to you, I hope that you will find some time this new moon and continue to cultivate this throughout the cycle. We'll be here as a support for you. And I want to also mention that if anyone is feeling called to become a Wild Woman Project circle leader, we have training twice a year, one in the spring and one in the fall. And our spring training is going to start in late February, so a little early, late February. And registration for that will open on January 17, so 1/7/17. So mark your calendars for that. That's when registration will open. And we have sold out the last 5 rounds of training, so I recommend early registration. So, dear ones, have an amazing new moon time, and have a powerful and potent cycle ahead.